Welcome back, patriotic warriors. The media has gone absolutely insane. Over 20 times the president has disavowed any white supremacy, and CNN is at this point a clown show because they actually on air proved their own point wrong. The president is declassifying Hillary Clinton's email server, and they're also declassifying all of the Trump collusion nonsense. This is going to be a very interesting week. We've already seen how the media has played up boo-hooing and crying on the air about Donald Trump taking his mask off on the balcony of the White House. Let's get into this because this is going to be so fun. Let's get started. I'm BJ, and this is BJ Does. Before COVID-19 hit the president, the media was talking about what a racist he was and how he never disavowed racism, and it was an absolute lie. And you know how I know it was an absolute lie? You have got to see this.
Are you willing tonight to condemn white supremacists and militia groups and to say that they need to stand down and not add to the violence in a number of these cities, as we saw in Kenosha and as we've seen in Portland?
Sure,
are you
I'm
prepared
willing
to
do
specifically
that,
do it? Well, go ahead, sir.
I would say almost everything I see is from the left wing, not from the right wing.
So what do you?
And when asked a second time to denounce white supremacy yesterday at the White House, he said this.
You denounce them. Do you denounce
I've always denounced any form of any of that.
Now, the president actually says, yes, I disavow any kind of racism. I always had. And you know that somebody over at CNN got fired for that one. You know that some person in the control room who let that clip go on too long, he is now jobless because they destroyed their own narrative.
I sat here when you lobbed your partisan attack question, so you will allow me to give an answer. The president and someone from your network said yesterday in a tweet, the president dodged a question about white supremacy. That was a tweet from a CNN reporter. The president specifically, verbatim, was asked yesterday, white supremacy, do you denounce them? To which he responded, I have always denounced any form of that. Those are the facts. And CNN, I know that truth is of no moment to your network, but those are the facts.
Ooh, man, that's inconvenient.
Nothing funny about this.
And I mean, as much as Kayleigh tries to say that that is a very clear denunciation, it isn't. And what he said initially, sure. That's not how you would normally respond to denouncing something like white supremacy. And when pressed, she couldn't flat out do it herself, Nia.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
These aren't the droids we're looking for.
He can go about his business.
You can go about your business.
Move along.
Move along.
If you watch the mainstream media this week, you would think that Donald Trump ripped off his mask and coughed in the face of every child in America. They literally were weeping because Donald Trump wasn't wearing a mask on the balcony of the White House. How dare he? This is getting so old. The debate between Mike Pence and Kamala Harris is coming up tonight. And I just had a very strange thought. You know, Kamala Harris is going to say that Donald Trump and Mike Pence haven't done enough. She's debating the guy who is running the White House task force on coronavirus. This is going to be very, very interesting to watch. I'm going to break down that debate tonight. I am having a watch party over on YouTube, a live feed. We are going to have drinking games. It's going to be so much fun. So much fun. I'll give you the details of that right before the feed starts. So join me tonight. Join me tonight, and we'll watch and laugh at Kamala Harris and Mike Pence until the end. Donald Trump is declassifying all of the documents concerning Hillary Clinton's email server. If you don't remember this story, Hillary Clinton had a private email server. This was one of the biggest scandals of the Obama administration, and it'll be interesting to see what comes of this. Now, they've already said they're not going to indict anybody or, have any kind of court filings until after the election because there's just not enough time. So we are going to get to see all of the crimes that Hillary Clinton committed while she was the Secretary of State. They also have investigations going on in the Clinton Foundation because she was raising money while she was Secretary of State. There is legal trouble on that front. And we're also getting a document dump. They're declassifying CIA documents having to do with the Russia collusion hoax, because Donald Trump, I think what happened was he got COVID-19. He had a brush with death. I bet you he felt really, really bad while he was in the hospital. And the gloves are off. The gloves are off. These people have absolutely gone insane with the amount of lies that they are willing to tell so that Joe Biden can be the president of the United States. If you follow Kamala Harris's Twitter feed, it reads like every media talking point that you could possibly shove into 160 characters. It is fascinating to watch Kamala Harris's misrepresentations, her lies, if you want to call them lies, her unhinged, weird conspiracy theories. And we are going to get to see what Joe Biden was talking about inside the White House during the Trump campaign. They are doing this document dump to absolutely destroy Joe Biden. Now, I've talked about it before. Joe Biden has legal trouble in the Ukraine because of Hunter Biden's shenanigans. He has an extradition request in the United States because they want Joe Biden to come back to the Ukraine and testify and explain why he had the district attorney over there fired so that Hunter Biden could get out of his legal trouble.
The mayor of Moscow's wife gave your son $3.5 million. What did he do to deserve it? What did he do with Burisma to deserve $183,000?
You've asked your question, let him answer.
None of that is true.
Oh, really? He didn't get
No,
$3.5 million?
Mr. President,
It's
Mr.
totally-
President, please.
Donald Trump is ending negotiations with the House Democrats and Nancy Pelosi because he says they're not acting in good faith. He wanted a $1.6 trillion deal. The Democrats are asking for $2.3 trillion, and they're wanting money for high crime, stuff that has nothing to do with COVID-19. They're throwing all of this stuff into these bills, hoping that something will stick. And Donald Trump, all he wanted was the $1,200 checks to go up again and Nancy Pelosi had to shove all of this crap into this bill, and Donald Trump said he's not going to even negotiate with them until after the election is over. One more thing before we go. If you like these videos, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and go to shamarisdyer.com and buy something, because that helps me out. I can bring these videos to you and share these videos with your friends. It helps me get around those YouTube algorithms, and I don't have to switch platforms. I want to stay on YouTube, and I don't want to have videos all over the place. So if you like these videos, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, smash that like button, and you guys have a good day.